Julie Kerwin of IAmElemental here. IAmElemental was a company that was started to create the very first female action figures for girls. The notion being that female action figures on the market were not really designed for children, they were designed for adult collectors. As we like to say, more hooters than heroine. So we created a figure with a healthier breast to hip ratio. We reinvented the superhero myth where in the IAmElemental universe the girl is the superhero and the figures are the personification of her powers. But the third thing that we set out to do was to make the figures really forward thinking in their design and their engineering, and that's what brought the collector community to us. So we launched a Kickstarter campaign last May. We had a $35,000 ask. We raised that in 48 hours. We ended up with $163,000 and Time Magazine naming us one of the top 25 inventions of 2015. And a large part of that was driven by this wonderful collector community who kind of embraced what we were doing and helped to spread the word, and that's why we're here at Comic-Con. Essentially, the figures were, what I did is I took the periodic table of elements, I wiped it clean, and I created the elements of power. So in the IAmElemental universe, the notion is that all the superpowers you could ever want or need are already inside of you. We launched with Kickstarter in the Courage series. It's the 7 building blocks of courage. So each figure represents a power, and it was bravery, energy, honesty, industry, enthusiasm, persistence, and fear. So there are 7 4-inch figures, and every series will be 7 building blocks and then culminate in a 6.5-inch core power figure. So we just are ready to release our 6.5-inch courage figure. She has more than 30 points of articulation and she embodies all 7 elements. And in February at Toy Fair, we'll be revealing Series 2, which is Wisdom. So it's 7 4-inch figures that embody wisdom. Each series, we say real heroes walk among us. So we have a Muse. So Joan of Arc was the Muse for Series 1. We have a new Muse for Series 2, so she has a very different look. And we also use different color palettes, so she's the blue series. Here's what we say. We say we're not anti-doll or anti-princess, but we believe if you give a girl a different toy, she'll tell a different story. And what we were saying is that it was very rare, although things are changing a little bit, it was very rare 3 years ago when we went into development to really have a female who was the one saving the day. And it's really very important, we think, for girls to feel that sense of ability and empowerment to do that, but also boys. Listen, I'm raising 2 boys, and I think it's equally important to put strong female figures in the hands of boys, because if we want gender equality, we have to educate both sides of the coin. And to be honest with you, I feel actually here is a perfect representation of seeing that happen, because I have all these wonderful collectors who are buying our figures because they like the sculpt or the colors, but then they email me and they tell me how much they like the messaging and they really understand and get it. So what I did is I actually called the UN. I called UN Women and I said to them, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've created these figures that are all about girl power, and these men who are collectors are really embracing and understanding it. So come to Comic-Con with me and let's sign them up, because they're running a campaign called He for She, where they're getting men to commit to gender equality, and it's been incredible because we've been here for 2 days and not one single man has turned us down, and we're really, really excited about that. So you can find IAmElemental on our website. We actually have a shop at IAmElemental.com. We're also on various other shop sites like Big Bad Toy Store, and you can buy us for your retail store through Diamond and Entertainment Earth. And we're also, if you go to our retail page, you'll see we're in about 40 stores nationwide. Thanks so much.